Welcome back. Each Tuesday you can find the SiouxFalls.Business Report right here on Dakota News Now. Jody Schwan joining us in Sioux today. Jody, thank you so much for joining us again.
For sure.
Well, let's start over in western Sioux Falls. There's a lot going on in a busy corridor over there. Let's talk the Ellis Road area and what's been going on there.
Well, that's right, Cooper. If you have not driven Ellis Road lately, I think you're going to be surprised by how the landscape is changing. There's a lot going on. Particularly that area between about 41st Street and 26th Street, where we've seen a lot of residential growth in recent years, and now we're beginning to see that fill in with commercial activity. You might remember Fairway kicked it all off at 41st and Ellis a few years ago, and now that corner is really being filled in by businesses like this one. St. Vincent de Paul opening their second location there soon. McDonald's and Starbucks are already growing. We can confirm that Taco Bell is planning a new location in the area. The thrift store will be open hopefully before the end of the year. This is Jones Family Eye Clinic, Jones Family Eye Care. We've seen other services in the area, including a new bank branch for American Bank and Trust opening next year. And you may remember recently Shenanigans, longtime bar and restaurant out there, announced plans to change ownership, but they're keeping the name and the concept the same early next year. Of course, no surprise, we've got more residential growth coming too. We've got some apartments underway, what's called the Harvest Ridge development. You'll start to see those open next year and eventually reach about 300 units.
It always seems like there's so much going on over there. Every time I go over there, it's completely different.
Yes.
Well, let's change gears. Let's talk downtown for a little bit. What's been new going on at the Steel District?
Well, I feel like we've got to kind of put a bow on this a bit because we've talked about it for years now, and one of just the signature pieces of that development, of course, is now open. I'm talking about the new Canopy by Hilton. This is the first full week in business. They opened for guests midweek last week. I am told bookings there, by the way, are outpacing even new hotels in major cities for Hilton. So go Sioux Falls, some early popularity for sure. Check this restaurant out too. This is Cascada. Got a lounge. They overlook the falls. It's an Italian-inspired menu and long hours there. They open at 6 a.m. You can get full breakfast, lunch, dinner, and the lounge menu. Office building filling up too. They're approaching 90% occupancy. This is one of the newest ones, an insurance office for Holmes Murphy. Love this one. They moved from the south side to downtown. We don't often see that anymore. So their employees are taking advantage of this new setting. And if you have not checked out the Steel District and really all the new development, you got to do it. Make time for it. This is a great time of year, and you won't recognize part of Sioux Falls, I predict.
It's really awesome to see how much has changed there, and it's been awesome to see both of those developments across the river really kind of put a bow on things and kind of wrap up and be the full form that they've meant to be. So Jody Schwan with SiouxFalls.Business, thanks again for joining us here today.
You bet.
Absolutely. And a reminder, you can stay up to date with the latest local business headlines by heading over to SiouxFalls.Business.